Hi! Racing games aren't among the genres capable of offering something radically new. All the mechanics and techniques in them have already been worn out and used in various projects hundreds of times. Nevertheless, unlike some other genres, the automotive theme shows no signs of fading away. In this video, I will tell you about the best racing games of past years. Whether it's arcade or simulators, real cars or fictional ones, street racing or official competitions, you'll definitely find something to play here. Let's start with GTR 2 racing game. A realistic racing simulator that allows players to take the wheel of any of the 144 cars and participate in a championship across 34 tracks. The game uses the same physics engine as the first installment but adds new special effects in lighting and the environment, making it more realistic. It features 3 difficulty levels, various modes, and multiplayer options. If you missed this game in its time, it is definitely worth trying, as even years after its release, it remains one of the best car simulators. Cars Motornational Championship, the sequel to the popular game series based on Pixar's Cars animated film. The game is a racing arcade with a small open world where players as Lightning McQueen explore the surroundings of Radiator Springs in search of new competitions or hidden secrets, such as new paint jobs. The races themselves are nothing special, with almost all storyline tasks being typical circuit races, sometimes with a change of the controlled car in a new lap. Skydrift, an arcade flight simulator with action elements, offering players intense races on small planes along various aerial tracks. The game offers several modes, colorful graphics, and diverse and picturesque maps. Each track can be flown through at least 2 completely different routes, and opponents keep the pressure on, constantly shooting and grabbing bonuses right in front of you. While the variety of weapons is not extensive, they are designed interestingly. The game truly shines in cooperative matches with friends. Post-apocalyptic mayhem. Set in a post-apocalyptic future world, this game puts players behind the wheel of weapon-laden armored vehicles for intense competitions on hazardous tracks. The goal is not just to overtake all cars and finish first, but to destroy them. The game provides 12 different weapon-equipped vehicles, each with unique styles and weapons. The attacks of some cars not only look amusing, but also very original. Players can choose from a variety of vehicles, including buses, vans, huge trucks, and cars. Crash Time 3, a racing simulator where players, in the role of an elite Cobra unit specialist, track down criminals and hold them accountable using modern gadgets and cars. Overall, it is a straightforward, old-school game for city driving enthusiasts, featuring average graphics and physics but a reasonably large open-world gameplay. Spanned Rally Extreme, a rally simulator where players take the wheel of one of 15 cars in 23 different versions and participate in 67 races across various countries, including Italy, the USA, Malaysia, China, and Japan. Game modes include single-player, online competitions, and championships. The game features a detailed damage model, good physics, extensive car customization options, and much more. Midnight Club 2, the second part of the excellent racing series from Rockstar that not many are familiar with. The game is quite hardcore. There is no money, so you can't buy or modify cars, no tournaments, collecting badges, or other mechanics. However, this game is a real challenge for all racers. Races take place on cars and motorcycles in 3 real cities: Los Angeles, Paris, and Tokyo. There are no defined tracks, only checkpoints, so the path to the finish line is at the player's discretion. Often, the opponent's car is faster than yours, so you always have to skillfully plan your route and find the optimal path. Baja: Edge of Control, arcade off-road racing in Baja 1000 trucks in California. All tracks are set in desert terrain, with route lengths reaching 1,000 miles. In career mode, you start with the simplest off-road vehicle but can soon buy a better one. To improve your vehicle's characteristics, you can customize and tune it to your liking. The races are divided into 5 types: circuit races, open class, rally, hill climb, where you must climb a steep slope and then descend, and Baja endurance races with track lengths ranging from 250 to 1,000 miles. Completing one Baja race can take several hours. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. The sixth game in the Need for Speed series, released in 2002. The game allows players to take the wheel of any of dozens of racing cars and compete on one of the 24 available tracks. Winning races unlocks new cars, tracks, and upgrades for vehicles. During races, you must not only come in first but also avoid getting caught by the police. Colin McRae Rally. The fifth installment in the globally renowned off-road racing simulation series, where players can go from being a novice racer to a rally legend. The game features 20 types of championships, 70 different rally stages located in 9 countries: Australia, Japan, Finland, Greece, the UK, Spain, the USA, Sweden, and Germany. With over 30 cars available, the game includes a career mode where players start their journey in the lower leagues. Street Legal Racing, Redline, the second part of arcade racing, offering dynamic street races through the city at night. A distinctive feature of the game is the ability to fully assemble and disassemble the car, perfect for those who love to get under the hood of their vehicle. The game allows you to almost completely disassemble and then rebuild the car, changing its various characteristics. Therefore, success in the race depends not only on your driving skills, but also on the quality of its assembly. Crash Day. Your main task here is to smash beautiful and expensive cars to pieces. The more spectacular your head-on collision, the better. It's nearly impossible to reach the finish line unscathed. To neutralize opponents, you can use not only driving skills but also real weapons. And if you crave variety, there's a level editor that gives you the chance to create incredible tracks. However, even the default options the game offers are quite interesting. Split Second Velocity, a game from the creators of Pure, but now with a focus on street racing. It's a breath of fresh air after games like Burnout and Flat Out. It will be interesting to play not just once or twice, but much more. The game will entertain the player throughout, rivaling some cool action sequences. Dodging a falling plane or a train, destroying entire stations, racing a fraction of a second before a bridge collapses, the list goes on. The game delivers emotions, it's more than just a race, and everyone should give it a try. It also offers split-screen multiplayer. MX vs. ATV Reflex, an off-road racing simulator featuring both motorcycles and vehicles on the same track. Although it's an older game, it remains interesting. You can perform various tricks, and the most exciting part is the ability to knock opponents off their motorcycles. An intuitive track editor is also present, allowing players to create their own tracks of any difficulty. Trackmania Nations Forever, a free version of the popular racing series that brings speed enthusiasts from around the world together for online play on Steam. Players can expect 65 diverse tracks, progressively challenging from level to level. Developers have worked well on the multiplayer aspect, created a decent workshop for unexpected car design combinations, and provided the ability to create custom tracks using an excellent editor that practically anticipates players' desires. R-Factor, a realistic racing simulator with a notable emphasis on a lifelike physics model that does not forgive mistakes, requiring players to painstakingly hone their driving skills. The game features a campaign mode and multiplayer with participation in rankings, special cups, and regular races. Various modifications, including cars, maps, graphic mods, weather, and more, are freely available, allowing players to tailor the game to their preferences. Juice 2, a dynamic racing simulator with a vast array of diverse cars, around 90 in total and over 350 parts for their enhancement. Players race in various locations around the world, including San Francisco, London, Rome, Tokyo, Sydney, and Paris. The developers take pride in the detailed physics. The car's behavior during turns and nitro boosts mirrors that of its real-life prototype. Street Racing Syndicate, an arcade racing game featuring over 50 licensed cars with customization options. Races take place in Los Angeles, Miami, and Philadelphia, not only during the day but also at night. The game is implemented on a fairly realistic physics engine. The main highlight of the game, which sets it apart from others, will be kept as a surprise for those who decide to play. Speedway Grand Prix 3, a racing simulator that allows players to participate in the Grand Prix tournament on motorcycles, taking control of one of the world's most famous racers. This is an official game fully licensed by the organizer of the 2008 Speedway World Championship with real stages. The game is based on speed, drifting, oval tracks, and balance. Speedway is a dangerous and fast-paced sport, and your task is to maintain balance and come in first. The challenge is intensified by the unstable position of opponents and the high risk of falling or going off the track. Ridge Racer Unbounded, an arcade racing simulator with a unique destructible environment system. This allows players to literally smash through massive concrete walls, uncovering hidden paths for cutting distances, destroying barriers and entire buildings, as well as sweeping opponents' cars off the road. Players can participate in illegal racing tournaments featuring arcade races with drifting, jumps, obstacle destruction, nitro usage, and various tricks. Races take place on highways, construction sites, business centers, and custom tracks created using the built-in map editor. Motorm 4X Off-Road Extreme, an off-road racing simulator offering a choice of 10 fully detailed off-road vehicles. Players can explore several hundred square kilometers of open and rugged terrain. The game introduces dynamic weather conditions and temperatures affecting engine overheating, destructible environments, and other minor mechanics like mud stains on vehicles and the need for fuel. Star Wars Episode 1: Racer, a reminder of the existence of an old but interesting racing game from 1999 featuring powerful flying pod racers. Players can race as Skywalker or any of the 21 racers on over 21 tracks in 8 unique Star Wars worlds. Racing pods can reach speeds of up to 950 kilometers per hour. True to the traditions of these competitions, there are no restrictions for participants, and not everyone will make it to the finish line. Nailed? An intriguing arcade racing simulator featuring motorcycles and ATVs off-road, delivering a unique atmosphere, beautiful tracks, and the execution of various tricks. Developers prioritize arcade-style fun over realism in this game. It includes several single-player modes and multiplayer with large tournaments among extreme drivers worldwide, accommodating up to 12 players in each race across 16 tracks. Test Drive Unlimited 2, the second installment of an outstanding racing simulator known for its vast open world, complete freedom of action, good graphics, realistic cars, and vehicle damage. Off-road vehicles and off-roading were added in the sequel. Players can explore a new island, experience weather effects, and day-night cycles. The game is set on the Spanish island of Ibiza with a game world twice the size of the original. The landscapes, including mountains, forests, valleys, and cities, accurately reflect those on Ibiza. In addition to photorealism, there's a complete day-night cycle with in-game days lasting 2.5 real-time hours. Burnout Paradise, the pinnacle of the popular series where freedom is the key. In Paradise, players can freely navigate a large open world. Even in races, there are no fixed routes, only the finish line, and players can reach it by any means. The game, set in the vast open world of Paradise City, features detailed crashes. Players have access to a garage with hundreds of different cars and motorcycles. The game includes various modes, including a career mode where players can unlock new means of transportation. Flatout 2, a breakthrough in arcade racing games known for its wild and destructive gameplay. The modified version of the Havoc physics engine gives the environment and cars incredible destructibility. The core of the game is the sheer madness of everything happening, no matter which mode you choose. One of its main strengths is its physics, where any collision with opponents or objects on the track is reflected on the car's body. Doors dent, hoods bend, engines catch fire, and broken glass flies around, creating a visually stunning and dynamic experience. Driver: San Francisco. Unlike previous games in the Driver series, San Francisco returns to its roots where you cannot exit the car, and the gameplay revolves around exciting chases and performing various stunts. Players take on the role of a police officer who, after a car accident, gains the ability to shift into the bodies of other people, allowing them to jump between cars. To use this ability, players need to fill a special bar by performing tricks and showcasing their driving skills. The game explores San Francisco, featuring over 120 existing and realistic cars. Fuel. Set in an alternative reality where climate change has destroyed the Earth's protective layer, resulting in a radical climate shift. The game revolves around extreme racing as the only way to survive in this world where fuel prices have skyrocketed. Mandatory visits include the ocean coast affected by tsunamis, the Nevada desert, including the Grand Canyon, snowy mountain peaks, and tropical forests. The game offers an open world of 14,000 square kilometers with dynamic weather changes, day-night cycles, stunning sunsets, destructive tornadoes, and sandstorms. Blur. At first glance, the game seems to offer standard entertainment, participating in races with fashionable sports cars, performing tricks, and wrecking cars. The main excitement lies in literally fighting opponents during the race. By gaining energy throughout the race, players can electrify an opponent's car, knocking them off the road or exploding their vehicle. Energy can also be used for acceleration or increasing protection against attacks. Races take place in real existing cities like Los Angeles, San Francisco, or Barcelona, with up to 20 cars on the track simultaneously. Pure. One of the most atypical races in our list. In Pure, the player is rarely tasked with simply overtaking opponents. No, this game is for those willing to take risks and engage in prolonged flights with a bunch of tricks. Vibrant graphics, the whistle of the wind in your ears, and acrobatic maneuvers at altitudes of dozens of meters, attempting to score maximum points, make Pure unforgettable, an experience that could be sold in pharmacies to people suffering from an adrenaline deficiency. GT Legends. A racing simulator with decent graphics and physics, offering a ride in various retro cars from the 60s and 70s. The game features an extensive collection of over 90 unique models that closely match their real counterparts. Races take place on real European tracks, ensuring full realism in car behavior, live-recorded sounds, and other details. Race 07. An excellent racing simulator with realistic car handling mechanics. The game is a virtual reflection of the popular Touring Car Championship and still impresses with its quality physics and graphics. This simulator allows players to fully immerse themselves in the world of touring car racing. Players can expect a vast number of real tracks, over 300 cars in 9 different classes, well-modeled car behavior, competent AI, and 7 game modes, including a multiplayer mode for up to 24 players. Revolt, an old but unparalleled racing game where, instead of expensive high-speed cars, players take control of remote-controlled cars with different characteristics and original appearances. Players can test these cars on one of the dozen tracks that unlock as they progress. Genuine battles unfold between racers using an arsenal found on the road. An opponent surged ahead? No problem. A well-aimed hit with a forward-fired firework will force them off the track. Feeling pressured from behind? You can spill motor oil on the road, just make sure not to hit it yourself on the next lap. Gas Guzzlers Extreme, an exciting, dynamic car arcade with guns and various traps where the goal is not only to cross the finish line first, but also to survive in the process. With plenty of cars, upgrades, tracks, modes, and action, players have the freedom to choose how to play. Whether it's spilling oil on the road, deploying a mine, or releasing smoke on a turn, all means are fair. Want a tougher competition? No problem. Machine guns, shotguns, rocket launchers, and many other weapons help achieve the goal. In terms of spectacle and destructibility, it resembles Flat Out, but with tons of cool guns and upgrades added. Sega Rally Revo, a rally simulator where players face harsh weather conditions, tight turns, icy and snowy tracks, mountain cliffs, marshy sections with mud pits, and other challenges on the roads. For a successful race, it's necessary to consider the features of the landscape and monitor road conditions. The game features 34 cars divided into 3 groups: Premium Class, Modified Class, and Master Class, 16 tracks, as well as 4 game modes. That's all. Thank you for watching. The Image Game channel was with you. Have a good day.